Okay, you guys, welcome to Snug Harbor Crafts. I just have to make sure that I'm recording. And I am. I am not, this is going to be kind of a hot mess because I'm doing this by myself. I have things laid out so that I can talk to you about them. You won't see my face, maybe at the end. But I promised you all I would do a wreath, and it's so simple that I think I can do it without Kath. And I started and got things going, and I just remembered I need to bring over one other thing. Hang on one second. I need to bring over one other item so that I can show you how I cut this particular mesh right here. Okay, in front of you, you can see my wreath form. Got it at the Dollar Tree. There's my little tag. I wanted you to see it was $1. At the Dollar Tree, I also purchased, if you want to call them Chanel stems or pipe cleaners, whatever you call them, $1. There's plenty for many wreaths, okay? Chanel stems got at the Dollar Tree. And then this is the Decor mesh. So it's $1. And out of one of these, it's 6 inches by 5 yards. I can get 18 9-inch cuts. So let me move this. I can get this little right here. I'm not a quilter, but I happen to have this. I take my Decor mesh. I'll show you right now. That was probably off. Hopefully now I'll put this over here. I'm trying to make sure that you can see this. Yeah. So you open up your Decor mesh. It is not a science, okay? It's just like, there it is. Oh, I think that's a good length. I'm gonna cut it. And then it rolls into a cannoli, kind of like just like that, all right? And this is 9 inches. They say to cut it between 9 and 10 inches. I don't notice if it's even a little bit shorter or maybe a little bit longer. It doesn't seem to make a whole lot of difference in exactly how long you cut it. I would definitely suggest that you get one of these rotary cutters. It will save you. I cannot imagine cutting this with a scissor. That would be a pain, okay? 9 inches or 10 inches long, and then you pull it out and you cut it. It is honestly that simple, okay? Be careful, this is really sharp, okay? So that's how you cut the Decor mesh, okay? And those are the pieces that you want. And look, they just curl up all by themselves. So I can get 18 pieces, which is, you're gonna need about that many to go around the wreath. We'll talk about that in just a second. So then your next project, after you've cut all of those, and I think you need 3. I think you need 3 colors, 3 thicknesses. Maybe you do 2 of one and 1 of the other. That's your choice, okay? As you put them into these, all right? So the wreath is divided into 6 sections. I'm gonna keep my hand here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? In each of the 6 sections, you are going to put a chenille stem on 3 different locations. This is where I'm hoping you can see me. I may make Dave come down. You're gonna start on the bottom 2. I hope that you can see that. On the bottom 2, so there's these 2 right here, I put a chenille stem, and I kind of made them even, and I turned it, and I put it together like that. There's 1. You're gonna do another chenille stem around the center 2, making sure you can see that. And you're just gonna wrap it around, and you're just gonna take it so it's tight and bend it. Your third one is gonna go on the top 2, or the inner 2 of the wreath. Okay, you take it around those top 2, take your chenille stem, oh my goodness, cross it, and you're set. So around the 6, I have 3 chenille stems in each section. And it's kind of low, middle, and high. And that's where you're going to now place 3 of your cannolis out of the deco mesh. You're going to grab 3 together. I could not find any more black. So I decided to go with the black chenille because I kind of wanted a little more black in this one. So I also did the deco mesh that has a little bit of black in it. Again, I can't find just the plain black anymore. So I take one of these, I take an orange, and I take a purple. It simply does not matter, okay? And you're just gonna grab them together and you're gonna put them in the middle of that chenille stem, making sure you can see what I'm doing. And I grab it and I twist it. And there is your first set that goes on the wreath. Then I'm going to do the next one. I'm going to get purple. I probably would do this one, purple, and an orange, which is what I did before. I won't put the purple by the purple though. Does that make sense? It doesn't matter because it is going to go every which way. You're going to put it in the center of that chenille stem and you're going to pull it across. I hope you can see that. You guys, I don't have anybody looking, so I don't know if I'm on camera or not. I need to buy one of the things that goes up above so I can see what I'm doing. So I'm making sure you can see how I'm doing this. Okay, we've done 2. Let's do the third one. Take a purple, take an orange, take a striped one, put them together. You're gonna pinch them like that. You're gonna stick them in here. Doesn't matter how. Just take those puppies and put them together and go around and around, and then they're all stuck together there. We'll do something with the chenille in just a minute, okay? with the chenille stems. And then also I've learned that I kind of wanted, well, I told you I wanted some more black in this one, so I bought some mesh tubing. I have purple mesh tubing that I put in another one, but I want more black, and I didn't have the all black deco mesh, so I bought this mesh tubing, also at the dollar store, $1. So I am going to do another one, just so you guys can see how I do it. It's just so simple. Put this together, go to my next set. That one's kind of weird. I don't like it. I go back, put them in there, take my chenille stem, turn it, and it's captured it. Go to the next one. 1, 2, 3, put it in, go into the middle, grab the other side, and just wrap it around it. Okay, so there you go. That's the beginning of our wreath. Now I'm gonna not have you watch this whole thing, and then we'll do the tubing at the end. So I'm gonna stop this for a minute and do some more, because you don't wanna watch all these. I'll do one more, and then I'll stop it. So purple, you need 18. That was the other thing I was gonna say. So you've got 6, and you've got 3 of each thing, so you're gonna need 18 of these. And you can easily get 18 off of one roll of deco mesh, easily. Maybe with an extra 1 or 2. Okay, turn that around. That's gonna keep that right there. And then we move on to the next one. And I'm gonna move that a little bit. You can move it around however you want it. It's so simple. There's nothing to this, okay? We grab it, put it in the middle, and then we turn it. And I'm probably off camera there. There's another one, okay? Now I'm gonna stop this and I'll fill it up, and then we'll come back and talk. Okay, you guys, since I stopped it, I thought I would start it one more time and show you the last. This is the last one I'm gonna put on. And I, of course, don't have the things over here. Here we go. I have the 3 cannolis on my last one, the 3 little things, however you wanna put them. And then this is my last chenille stem. They are just so easy to work with, and you go like that. Now, there are all of the pieces that I have for this particular wreath. And I think you can, move it around. You can arrange it the way that you think it would look nice. If you think some places are sparse, you can move these. You can move them however you want to do it, okay? So I wanted to show you, I'll pull off this mesh tubing, and let me pull it out. So, you know what? You can do this any way you want to do it. But it kind of is cool if you do it in threes. So I kind of do it, now it won't work for me. I do it so I've got three doohickeys. Do you love that? 3 doohickeys, okay? And then I cut this. You can always trim it later. And then I come down to one of these, the chenille stems again. Here they are. There's 2. I put this in the center. I bring this one around and this one around. So I grabbed the 3 in the center of that and I cross it again. So now I've got 3 of the tubing now to that chenille, to that particular chenille stem. I can trim this if I don't want it that long, and I can add tubing anywhere that I want by adding it to the chenille stems, okay? So I'm gonna add some more tubing to this. Let me do one more. So you're just gonna turn it. Am I doing it in the thing? This is terrible, you guys. This is a hot mess. I need to get another stand for my camera because this is hard. Okay, I've done 3. I'm gonna trim it. I'm gonna come over here. Let's see, let's go right here where you can see it. I've got a chenille stem. I bring it up. I bring the other one on the other side up and I cross it over. So I've captured those guys right there. Then if you want to twist it, oh, there you go. It came untwisted. We'll do it again. If you twist it again, kind of just to reinforce it, I always think it's a good idea because then you've got it kind of twice over the middle of it. So you're bringing one over. You've got both sides. I'm going to capture it. Then I'm going to move it around the way I want it. And I kind of like that one's too long, so I can pull that. That one's just about right. Uh-oh, almost undid it again. Let's do it again. Let's cross it again. So now it's captured and it's okay. That looks funny to me, so I'm gonna cut it down. Now, I probably will stick the chenille stems down inside of the wreath so they look like that. But again, I'm trying to keep some black because I feel like I don't have enough black. So I don't mind the chenille stems, but I don't like to see the ends of them like this. So in this case, I would bring it around to the back of the wreath so that you can't see this, just the ends of it. I hope I caught that on film. So that's how you do it. That's how you make the wreath. You add the tubing wherever you want it. I will go through and add a little more tubing, and then I thought I would show you a couple of things. In the center of the wreath, at the dollar store, they also had these. And it's a little pumpkin, and I don't know, I've never done it, but it would be cute. You could take a chenille and add that to the center of the wreath on the back, and I should try it on the front. It feels like that covers up a lot, but again, I would take this and with the chenille stem, I would attach it to the wreath. You could easily bring that up to here, and again, you're gonna bring that around again, and then that is going to keep it there, and then you could work it in so that you have these pieces coming out and around it. Now it feels a little bit big, but it does make it kind of nice and full if you put it in like this, and then bring your deco mesh up and around it, and that is kind of cute. Let's see how that looks. So you could do that. to put a pumpkin in the middle of it if you want to. Again, that was $1 at the dollar store. I'd have to work with this. I'd probably bring all of those up so that you can see it and bring those back. Bring these up from the back side. How does that's kind of cute, you guys. And then again, I would put some more tubing up at the top. There's an idea, okay? Now, if you don't want to do that, with the others, I was able to get some picks. Let me take this out so I can show you my picks. On my other wreaths that I showed on my channel, I found some little picks like this. Wow, I don't know how much you're going to be able to see. And I put it down in, I've run out of these, but they were $1. There were 3 of them. I put 2 on the side. I attached them with the chenille stems again so that they didn't fall off. And that's an idea. And then the last time I went to Dollar Tree, I found this ghost. And I think it would be really cute to maybe somehow, and I don't know how yet, to put the ghost in the middle. I think that probably I could attach it at the bottom with chenille stems through the bottom of the ghost. But wouldn't that be cute in it? And they also had hats. The only problem with the hat isn't that cute. The only problem with the hat is I might be too, well, if I brought it forward and attached it with chenille stems, it could probably sit on the door. But there's an idea, and those were so cute. I thought they were darling. I did not see those the first time I went. So that's an idea to put inside of your wreath. I will put some more tubing. I'll try to attach this and then show it to you again. Okay, so you guys, there it is, the final product with the rope on it and with all of the deco mesh, and then I attached the hat. I'm going to show you how I attached the hat, okay? You're going to turn the hat over and you're going to take a chenille stem and you're going to go underneath that plastic. And then you're going to come out on the other side. I'm going to bring the chenille stem up here. It's got that little thing right there, so it doesn't want to come up. I should have cut it off. And so I've got my chenille stem in the bottom of that hat. I then flipped it over, put it on close to the rim of the wreath, and I simply attached the 2 chenille stems together just like I did before, and it sits with no problem on the top of the wreath. And I just went and put it on my door, and it easily goes on my door. I think the hat is really cute. If you want to add more deco mesh at this point, you could. You could add some more here. You could put some through here to make it a little bit fuller. But that is essentially how to make a deco mesh wreath. Simple, 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 all from the Dollar Tree. So I will make another one. I'm going to do a Christmas one, but this is the one that I did in addition to the other 2 Halloween ones. I hope you guys understand. If you don't, ask me in the comments and I will try to explain more, but I think if you go back and watch it, you will get the idea of how to make a deco mesh wreath. Thank you. Hope you have a nice evening. See you later. Bye.